Folks, congratulations. It is your lucky day. You have an opportunity to win 2 ounces of silver. All you have to do is go to my brand new channel called Down the Rabbit Hole. Go to the first official video that I posted talking about Project MK Ultra and Operation Midnight Climax, and leave a comment on that video and you're entered. MK Ultra is the CIA's top secret project where they tried to do mind control on people through the use of LSD and other drugs. It's just an insane story. This channel is going to be so fun, talking about UFOs, Project Bluebeam, everything and anything you could think of that is just conspiratorial. We're going to talk about, we'll do deep dives. So make sure you go comment on that video and may the luckiest stacker win. Now folks, this is crazy. This is breaking news from miningweekly.com. This article is posted today, fresh off the press. The latest Harris appraisal confirms silver investment demand is surpassing that of gold. Gold is a much bigger market than silver. So this is insane. Refinery services provider Harris finds in its latest precious metals review that the gold price is showing signs of relaxation at $3,356 an ounce, having fallen by about 1.6% in the week to June 20th. Harris explains that the price of gold spiked as an initial reaction to the U.S. attacks on Iran, but gold prices have been easing compared to white metals. Talking about silver. The U.S. baseline interest rate held firm at 4.5%, but the outlook for the rest of the year has changed, Harris explains. The company says 2 camps are beginning to emerge. Those in the committee who believe there should be 50 basis points of cuts before the end of the year, and those that see rates staying where they are. The emergence of this latter since the last Federal Open Market Committee meeting helped to strengthen the dollar somewhat, which would obviously then affect silver and gold negatively. Quote, the message from Federal Reserve Chairperson Jerome Powell was that further cuts to interest rates will not begin until the Fed is more confident that the U.S. President Donald Trump's tariff regime is not significantly contributed to higher inflation, which makes sense. Quote, interest swaps traders are still biased towards a 2-cut scenario by December. This would be the most advantageous outcome for the price of gold, as 2 further interest rate cuts would likely result in a weaker dollar, which could support the price of gold. Now, meanwhile, Harris says silver is seeing rotation into investment demand from gold, similar to what is happening with platinum. In the first 5 months of the year, silver ETFs, exchange-traded funds, holdings growth was lagging gold as gold benefited from safe haven demand and momentum trading as the price rallied. Since then, however, silver's taken the lead. Holdings of silver and ETFs have grown strongly in June, with holdings having grown by 18.2 million ounces to 759 million ounces in the first 2 weeks. The first 2 weeks alone. And we are seeing investment demand skyrocket this year compared to the last several years. Year-to-date inflows of silver total nearly 41 million ounces, which is proportionally a much greater growth rate than gold. Industrial silver demand, which is the largest end-use segment, is predicted to decline marginally this year to 677 million ounces, largely owing the expected reductions in the use of silver in PV applications. So even if industrial is down, investment's up. However, on a historical basis, total demand is still 19% above the 10-year average. For the 3rd week in a row, the price of silver reached a higher high, this time temporarily moving above $37 an ounce. However, by the end of the week, ended June 20th, silver had retreated below 36. Right now, by the way, silver is 36.22, so it is back up above 36. Moreover, Harris reports that platinum's investment options are helping to drive the price. With gold still stalling around the resistance of 3,450, speculators and investors have turned to platinum as an alternative, particularly to the ratio, which still allows purchases of nearly 3 times the volume of platinum to gold for the same price. Are you investing in a platinum, by the way? And let me know. In the futures market, open interest in platinum futures has grown by 34% to gold's 2% in the beginning of May. Likewise, ETF holdings of platinum have grown by 1.17% to 3.22 million ounces. Global gold ETF holdings have seen only a marginal increase of less than 0.5% over the same period. This indicates that proportionally platinum is now receiving more attention, largely owing to its price action and fear of missing out. Trades may be kicking up, Harris said. So far in June, the platinum price is up more than 20%, and in the week of June 20th, surpassed the 2021 high of $1,339 to reach more than a 10-year high. And right now we see silver hitting 13-year highs. However, the latest net speculators positioning is now showing that long positions are reaching an extreme, which usually coincides with a peak in the price. Therefore, the price may begin to correct shortly. The palladium price did not move much in the week of June 20th, closing just $7 higher week on week at $1,050. And by the way, do you invest in a palladium as well? Let me know. So Harris says Chinese palladium auto catalyst demand may drop by 2% this year, while battery electric vehicle sales have grown by 48% in the year to date, which erodes platinum and palladium demand. So right now, it's looking like people are hyping up and jumping on the silver bandwagon more than gold. And that's, of course, expected when you see silver, doing such phenomenal things. Silver sitting at 13-year highs. It's 36.19 right now. Of course, we're going to see a lot of volatility, especially with what's happening with Iran. It's looking like, we obviously did bomb their sites, 3 of their locations, and they actually showed the satellite images, and those locations are completely destroyed. And Iran did retaliate, but nothing crazy. So right now we're just trying to figure out if President Trump is going to retaliate even further, if this is going to start escalating. Now, since no troops were killed or anything, I don't see why we would. It didn't do anything. It was more of them just probably trying to say they at least did something for the people. But at the end of the regime, I do see it falling very shortly, since a lot of the people are even, kind of turning against their own regime. But regardless, nukes cannot be an option on the table when we're talking about Iran or countries like that chant death to America, right? It's just, we're not going to let it happen. We'll be peaceful with them. We will be on their side. Just no nukes. Simple as that. President Trump's been saying that for 10 years. So yeah. Anyways, that's what's happening right now with the precious metals world, and a little bit of geopolitics sprinkled in there. Maybe I'll go a little deeper into that with another video. But let me know if you want me to and go over some of the coverage. I'd be happy to. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you go to that new video I posted talking about Project MK Ultra and Operation Midnight Climax. That second one is insane, by the way, what they did. But yeah, anyways, love you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.